Today's Gospel is from St. Matthew. At that time, Jesus exclaimed, "Come to me, all you who labour and are overburdened, and I will give you rest. Shoulder my yoke and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Yes, my yoke is easy, and my burden light." This time of year, as we move through the season of Advent and approach our celebrations of Christmas, are always times when we seem to be busy, worried and distracted by so many things, burdened by the pressures to conform with what the media tells us Christmas should be like, burdened with the pressures to ensure we've sent cards to everyone who sent us cards, that we've bought presents for all the people we need to buy presents for, that we have enough food to get us through a season, that we have trees that look perfect, that our houses are wonderful. And those stresses and burdens can bear us down and can overwhelm us. This year, those burdens are added to by others. Who will we spend Christmas with, and how will we spend it? What is it that we will or will not be able to do? What's the way forward? How long before we get a vaccine that we will be treated with? It's so easy to become distracted by so many other things. It's so easy for the burden to grow upon our shoulders and for us to become overwhelmed by all of them. But Advent is meant to be a time of watching and waiting, of being still, of stepping back and reflecting on what it is we truly need. What is it we truly need to mark the Christmas season at the end of Advent? What is it that we need to place at the heart of our lives? And once we discern and discover that truth, and we discover that the burden is light, and the way forward is much clearer, for we walk not on our own, but with the child whose birth we celebrate. If we begin to look at our lives and our world from the perspective of that child, we begin to judge things by his ways, by his mercy and compassion and peace, then those other things quickly fall away. Those things become sidelines to what really matters. I hope that through these last days of Advent, as we move closer and closer towards our celebration of Christmas, all of us may find time to lay aside those other burdens, to place them to the ground just for a while, and instead to pick up our journey with Christ, to reflect on his love and his peace, and to think about how we can bring joy and light into our world, because we have found his joy and light in our hearts.